Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeff. So in this video, we're gonna check out 8 Streetman Fighter videos. This is actually in collaboration with Streetman Fighter and CJ ENM. They emailed me saying that they saw my reaction to Streetman Fighter and they would like me to react to Streetman Fighter videos as well, which is so cool. If you guys don't know, I've been following the series ever since Streetman Fighter and then Street Dance Girls Fighter. I also did react to, and I'm also caught up with Be Ambitious, which is a show where they created a project group that would compete with existing groups that are competing on Streetman Fighter. So it's basically if we saw how the group Want with Cheon came about. So now they're called Ambitious and they're competing with 7 other groups. So yeah, before we get to it, thank you to CJ ENM for collaborating with me on this video. So I'll do this the way I do Studio Tune reactions, where I would just watch it all the way through and then comment or dissect anything that I can offer you guys. Okay, let's go. Better. The next one is We Dem Boyz versus 1 million!
스트릿맨 파이터 글로벌 K
Crazy.
미션.
Can't believe 1 million is in
1
this.
million. 두 크루 중 더 뛰어난 크루에게 투표해 주세요.
Who we are? We Dem Boyz.
We Dem Boyz. That's cool. Holy shit. Ah, love it. Yes. Nice. Oh my god, they look like one group. Like, it's actually quite even. Hey, ooh! Oh shit! Ah! Oh my god! The choreography is insane, the imagery! Hey! That was genius! Oh! Oh my god! Both very capable groups. They look like they could be one group. This is a very interesting song. I love this song. But it's a very interesting song choice for a competition. Okay, We Dem Boyz. Okay. Overdose and Coke Kebab. EXO. This is a very insane opening. Like we've seen a lot of the lineup type of choreographies from K-pop groups, but this is so different the way they did it. Because normally for this kind of lineup choreography, we see either the hands or the heads. But this one, we got both. And it's like a clock. It's just the precision is insane. That is such an effortless jump. And it's all about trust. It's because you have to calculate how high you jump. And it just speaks to how well and how much they have worked together already in the past. Because they just know. Like that is insane. That was effortless. There was no fear. I love the detail that too when he went like that. Hey, the head, the flow of the head, so good. I'm sorry. It's like there's no critique here, guys, because they are both doing really well. This is insane. Because like, you know, in past challenges for the other versions of this show, like Streetman Fighter, Street Dance Girls Fighter, when there's a copying kind of challenge, usually what they do is they get they get like a breakdancer, for example Yeri from YGX. They would get her to do a move so that the other group can't copy. But this one, they were able to do it, like the exact same thing, like that. It's a different way out, but that's okay. Yeah. I kind of prefer 1 Million's exit for that one because it's just a little bit more complete. Like, you know, when he landed there, it's just a little bit more epic, I feel like. But that's a preference, that's not a technical thing. This one, oh my god. Crazy! The details! Like, I would love for Kai to do this version. Like the fucking stuttering. So good. Ooh. I love dance. Oh my god. The imagery. The thing about group choreographies is that you can really play with the imagery because you don't really always have to do all the moves the same way. You can create imagery with it, and that's why like in dance competitions, if you guys ever have seen some live, you would see a lot of imagery, like epic ones, especially when you have like big group missions. But like this one is just so... that level, like this is genius, because if one person is off, that whole image will be broken. And they just moved as one. Look, that sweep. Crazy. And that thing will always be very difficult to synchronize because it's quite fast. Like when 17 did it in one of their choreographies, I was like, that's going to always be very, very difficult to synchronize. And 17 is one of the most synchronized groups in the world, in K-pop. But this one, they nailed it. Right? And it's like a domino effect too. And that's even harder because you don't start the same way. But like the musicality is so good that it's so effective. So good! Oh my god, that is genius! And I love that because the music went down and then you only have that one, and see, that level made it pop. Because if they're not hiding their faces, if they're kind of like slouch down like this and like looking ahead, it's not going to be as effective. But because all of their heads are down and only one person like popped up with their face up, all the attention is drawn to him, and it made the imagery a lot better. It's genius. And then that level change from when he landed down, so he's staying low where the rest goes up. The choreography is just insane. The attention to detail is insane. This was crazy. Who choreographed this? 1 Million. Holy shit, but they were able to do it still. Huh. Like that is so smooth. Oh my god. It's actually strategic for 1 Million to put this choreography near the end because of those tricks. They're quite difficult. And it's already at the end of the number, so let me just see how they both. His was a cleaner landing than 1 Million. But I don't know how it's supposed to be, because it seems like 1 Million's execution, you land on your thigh, because that would increase the difficulty level. But with Dem Boyz, Well, he did land on his thigh as well, but it's more facing diagonally than front facing. Okay, oh my god, but nonetheless, the choreography was insane for both sides. Okay, next one. This
남자들의
is 1
춤성
million's
스트릿
version.
밴드 파이터 글로벌 K 댄스 미션 위덴 보이즈 대 1 밀리언 두 크루 중 더 뛰어난 크루에게 투표해 주세요.
Inspire millions. 1 million.
Woo! It's already intense. Just the beginning. Oh my god! What the fuck? Woo! Oh! Hey, the energy! Ah, okay, I'm seeing a little bit more fluidity now. I really like that exit. It's just so cleaner. This one though, holy fuck. Whoa! Holy shit! What the fuck? They also have a jump thing. That is clean. Oh, I can't see. I guess, well, I thought earlier, but because I'm covered here now. Anyway, I love this intro because it's like, okay, it's mysterious. That's why I started clapping already. I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do? But this, the leg up, the steps, the walking around is genius. Like, how do you even think of that? So I'm guessing he's on a handstand, and then another person is supporting him. The imagery is clean. That's a big chest pop. Boom, right? It's like it's up and then it sinks down. It's huge. That the precision and the timing is very important there, just so because it's such a short domino effect, because you don't have enough time to establish each one, but they were able to do it. Right? If one is late, that thing will not be effective. Okay, I'm seeing the difference now. So with We Dem Boyz, it's more structured the way they're performing this part. It's actually quite upright as well. But it's still very clean, very synchronized. But with 1 million, there's a little bit more bend to the body shapes. Like it's just a little bit a harder throw. But that's interesting because We Dem Boyz choreographed it. Like, I feel like there's just a little bit more anger in the way 1 million is interpreting this part, which is really adding to the sharpness of the moves, but I'm loving these body lines. Like, look, that throw up, so elegant. So it's just, I guess at this part, it's not really a technical difference. It's more like an interpretation difference. So it's kind of like, which one would you like better? So with this one, that thing, here's my only, here's my only thing about this imagery. His wrists are just a little bit more bent down than up. Like, unlike his. I feel like because it's supposed to be an outward image, if he had his palms up a little bit more and just a little bit of straighter wrist, I think it would be more of a sun image. It'll just be a little bit sharper because it breaks the imagery when it's like bent like that. But it's really quick. But I was like, why was that not as effective earlier, the first time I watched it? I was like, why is that not as effective? And then when I paused it here, I'm like, okay, that's why. Because the extension breaks, right? Unlike when it's like straight out, the extension is endless. But when your wrist is down, the extension breaks. Right? It's not as long. It's kind of like when you're pointing your legs in ballet. When you point your toes, your legs are elongated. So it's the same idea with the arms here. This is insane though. They redeemed themselves like from like this bend to this. It's the flexibility and skill level. Hello. Ooh, oh my god, loved him. Look at the body shape. Look at the body line, the insane. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. It's crazy. So the only thing about We Dem Boyz versus 1 Million, I feel like We Dem Boyz has just a little bit more harmony in terms of what the moves are. It's kind of like, because when you're like, when you have different slides, like here, you know, based off my experience in dance, some dancers do add individuality in the way they execute some dances, because for them it makes it look better. But it makes me ask though, so in this kind of scenario, it's like, what is the move? Is the move sliding with like the curve? Or are we sliding upright, like how he did it here? So that would be the only thing that I would kind of call out for 1 Million, because they're perfect. This number is perfect, and We Dem Boyz is also perfect. So when both teams are perfect, it's like, okay, we're looking into the details now, just so that we can see who is better, because that's a challenge. Like, I don't normally like comparing, but I do it because it's a competition. It's part of the whole point, right? And it's gonna do them injustice if we don't pick, right? I guess the only difference is that I'm picking critically. Moving on. Because I mean, okay, just going back. Because like, if that bend, if he also bent the same way as him, I feel like that would have been a stronger image. But this is genius too, that pop. So they both did pops very differently, but both very effective. In terms of the music, I prefer We Dem Boyz' pop better because it has a playful element to it. And Coco Bop as a song has that playful element to it, the instrumentation. With 1 Million, it's more like this could easily work in a stronger song, but it's more of a preferential thing than something technical. This is crazy. I think they both nailed it. I have no critique on it. Yeah. Oh my god, this show is incredible. I like the song. I mean, I love EXO, but like that's such an interesting song choice for a dance competition. We got Ambitious and YGX. Oh my god.
YGX 대 Ambitious. 크루 중 더 뛰어난 크루에게 투표해 주세요.
Okay. This is my first time seeing Ambitious as a group, because this is a project group. They're from different they're solo dancers that were put into one. Kind of like how Produce members are. Baksu! Well, straight away. That's cute. That's an easier choreography for the challenge though, for that copying part. Hey! Ah! This song! Oh my god! Adorable! I'm like adorable, but they're like going ham. That was cool. Hey! You can see that YGX has a lot more harmony than Ambitious because obviously YGX has been a longer crew together. That was really fast. That was really fast. Maybe it's because I enjoyed it too much? What? I feel like the edit was quite fast. I love it's almost like musical theater aspect there. Maybe because of Footloose, you know, like the footwork there and then the guitar. Yeah, you know, this switch choreographed by Ambitious, like this switch is too easy. It's not really a switch, it's more of it's a copy. It's too easy for the other group to copy. You know what I mean? I like the dynamics though, that jump level. It's finding harmony. I love that. It's quite old school hip hop, that move. This one though, my god. I like the playfulness in the performance, so that adds a lot to it. And then Hoya going crazy on that part. Love it. Trust fall. That's always hard because of the, you know, you have to fall on the same timing. So the timing is really crucial there. If even one person hesitate, it's not going to land on the same pace. Love the body lines here. Like, look at the shapes, right? Hey, we got some voguing. Yeah, the voguing part is a lot better from YGX. It's just cleaner. The difference is that the stance, it's quite more upright. Like if you guys know Lip J, she does, you know, she's a whacking, voguing queen. There's an elegance to the stance. She's very upright and then she just lets the arms do its thing. That's what you do with whacking and voguing. But with Taehyun here, I think that's Taehyun, I feel like we lost the elegance. It's more crumping, I feel like, the way it was executed. Right, I don't think that was really the move. Yeah, that's not the move. It's more whacking. That was more on the crump. Yeah, so what we're going to watch out for this is that for for them for their cohesiveness and their group dynamic, for that growth. I'm sure, I mean, this is their first challenge, so they have a lot more way to go.
It's our turn. YGX.
The Kwon twins! Oh my god. So I love this musical theater aspect already. Like from the outfits, to the performance on the face. Yeah, I love that. It's very musical theater. Like that jump. Hey. Cute. Hey, nice. Nice. There's a composition that works better here. But they have more experience together, right? So, yeah, the voguing is clean. The whacking, or the whacking, not really the voguing. Two different things. Love the level change there. Yeah, they really got the performance aspect down. Musical theater will always be better if the performance faces are there. Like if it's more character-y. If you commit to the character, like, you know, with like, you know, like those details in the performance really adds. It's filling in the gaps as well. You can see the precision in the dancing, and it's choreographed by Ambitious too. Like, I can just see the moves a little cleaner with YGX. It's just a little bit more, there's more control. See, look at his performance phase. This guy this guy? Boom, hello. I do wish that was a bigger jump backwards. That is usually, like that move, we do that in musical theater a lot. I just wish it was like above, like a closer and then bigger. That would have been a lot more epic of a transition to that next song. Yeah, close. It's just a little kind of, I just wish it was bigger. But the cuteness is there. So I do like the dynamics because they're able to do powerful and cute within the same song. I like this one a lot. That shift, that level change, it's very unexpected because they're changing formation and then it's like, okay, what are you gonna do? And then boom, boom, right? So, and then this part too, it's like, how do you even think about that? The composition is really there. Got the doors. The ending is stronger too. Yeah, they really committed to the character and the essence of the song. Oh my god. Adorable group, adorable. Filming this is an hour. It's almost like a whole episode. My favorite battle was definitely 1 Million and We Dem Boyz. That was insane. But I'm really excited for this show because I was not going to do Street Woman Fighter before. I wasn't going to watch it, but then it became so big in Korea and of course all over the world and within the K-pop community that I had to check it out. And I'm glad I checked it out because now, you know, like I'll just take this opportunity to say it because this is in collaboration with CJ ENM. It's like, thank you for creating a platform and a show for dancers to be highlighted because dancers are really getting the short end of the stick. Because if you look at it in the performing arts world, it's the singers and actors that get the popularity. They're the ones that are on magazine covers, the ones that get endorsements, the one that tours, the one that goes all over the world. for projects, for different projects. But now, because of the whole, the Street Fighter, there's Street Women Fighter, Street Dance Girls Fighter, Street Men Fighter, because of this platform, dancers are now getting onto that level. If you guys are living under the rock, Street Women Fighter leaders and girls, they're working consistently. They're on magazine covers, they have endorsements, they're on reality shows, they have variety shows. So it's like the respect is there now for dancers, and I hope that it keeps going in that direction. So again, that's why when CJNM emailed me yesterday, it was just yesterday, and I was like, you know what, I gotta do it, like, because I love dancers and I love dance and I love K-pop, I love Korean culture. So it's like everything in one, and so that's why when they emailed me, like I was like, yes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna react to it. I'm gonna do the collaboration with you guys. So, thank you. Thank you. I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for creating such a platform for dancers. So yes, if you guys aren't already aware, Street Man Fighter will be airing on August 23rd. So watch out for it, of course. I will also be watching and reacting to it, so keep posted on my community page, on my social medias, when I upload. So yes, let me know which ones are your favorite performances here, as well as who are the groups that you will be rooting for Street Man Fighter. Yeah. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, do like and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, make sure you take that notification bell so you don't miss any content from me. And if you'd like to get to know more about me, do check out my Instagram and Twitter down below.